Welcome to season 2, episode 14 of SportsTalk with BT and Stuvie. Looks like we will not be ending our craziness that happened at the end of last episode. It's fucking continuing. We're here in a snowy Council Bluffs, Iowa.
In Brookings. It snowed today in Brookings.
It's still snowing right now.
Brookings, South Dakota, ladies and gentlemen. Middle of nowhere.
It's
Just South Dakota.
It's
gotta love it.
Busy time.
Busy
time of the year. Playoff was revealed last week. Conference championships. We'll get into those.
And
some
of our teams absolutely shit the fucking bed in the conference championship.
One of our teams. I mean, we're shitting the bed in the transfer portal right now. But all right, let's do a quick recap of the group of 5 games, and then Boise State took care of business defensively.
Genty.
Heisman. You got to give it to him.
He's not going to win it, though.
I'm going to kill myself. It's going to go to Dylan Gabriel, and I'm going to kill myself.
No, it's not. I think it's definitely going to be Travis Hunter, but at 110% should be Genty. I don't care what you say. Without Genty on this team, BT, where does Boise State? I can see them maybe winning 7 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, without Travis Hunter,
it wouldn't also surprise me that if this game helped jump up Genty and putting them in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I ultimately think it's just it's a popularity vote. Travis Hunter's going to win it, which is very unfortunate because Genty, he could have probably won it the last five previous Heisman. So,
all right, Army holds on against Tulane. I predicted this. Army just. When you're playing these triple option teams, if they start moving the ball, it's basically over for you.
Tulane was at a shit show. Did you see that botched field goal?
Yeah, and it looks like Tulane's quarterback has hit the portal.
Mensa?
Yeah. So, and their coach was up for the North Carolina job, but he pulled himself out. So,
yeah.
He'll be remaining
at Tulane.
Bill Belichick. Welcome to college football.
Bill Belichick. Football. UNC.
We'll have to get into that when it becomes more official in our when all the coaching carousel moves are done. All right, Jacksonville State. Shout out to Rich Rodriguez, a new West Virginia head coach.
I told you. You predicted Western Kentucky in this game.
Oh, I guess I did.
Yeah, I picked Jacksonville State.
Well, I just figured because Rich Rod's obviously looking and he's going back to West Virginia.
I said Jacksonville State just because I cannot stand Western Kentucky's mascot. So.
So shout out the two Big 12 teams hiring former coaches that led them to glory in the group of 5.
Yeah,
Scott Frost back in college football as well.
Yeah,
I really hope he succeeds just to shove it in Nebraska fans' face.
Yeah. This was a great game.
Yes, it was. Penn State's offense, I'll give them all the props. I did not expect them to come out and be able to score.
Drew, he's been balling.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't think he should declare this year, but
Penn State's defense.
Abdul Carter needs to do more, I guess.
Oregon
Dylan Gabriel.
Heisman finalist.
Heisman finalist.
I'm not going to say he would have been a Heisman finalist on Oklahoma given the situation we had if he was here. I don't think any court.
He's like 900 yards away from passing Case Keenum's all-time.
Yeah, because he's played
6 years. Yeah. I mean,
if Oregon goes to the national title, he throws for 300 yards each game. He can.
If they can get to the national title, he's easily going to get.
Shout out Tez Johnson.
Yeah,
who's a beast. Won him that game.
Another game I predicted, baby.
Oklahoma can still be the first out of Oklahoma and Texas to win
the SEC. Shout out Gunnar Stockton.
Dude, I mean, I think obviously Carson Beck is out for the year. Georgia's not going to say it.
I think Georgia should have been left out because they're just not the same team without their quarterback.
Bruh, they had an automatic in, Stu. Come on.
It
would have been funny to say that if they didn't get the automatic in.
I know, it's funny. I know.
I think Texas needs to bench Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, I do too. It's crazy. Quinn Ewers is not at all what people thought he was going to be going to Ohio State and then now transferring to Texas.
And I think
he has gone from a top, potential top quarterback pick in the draft to
maybe he's coming back.
He's almost not even top 5, bud.
Maybe he's entering the portal and coming back for his last year. college. Maybe Oregon's calling since they don't need a quarterback.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's time to change it up. Out of
Yeah,
all out of all the games this week, I could see Texas getting upset. So
yeah. But we'll get into that
so it gets
later.
in a couple weeks. Yeah.
SMU and Clemson will play. Well, they play.
Heartbreaker.
I mean, not really. I think you want to know my theory on this.
Wasn't it a 54-yard field goal?
56 from a true
It's a
freshman.
heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker,
Hear
PT.
me out, Stu. Call me crazy. So Clemson was killing them in the
Mm-hmm.
game.
Oh, Dabo saying, let's just make him look better.
Yeah, well, let's just let him back in the game. Do you
Yeah,
think there's
but
any?
I mean, you got to look at it like this. I mean, that you could have done that, but also like SMU, like if they would have, held them and one would have gone on to win. Clemson's looking really fucking
Man,
retarded.
if
Stupid. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
SMU, man, yeah, should not. That kickoff return, man, is
Cade
I was
Klubnik, though. Shout
yeah.
out Cade Klubnik. Buddy is playing out of his mind this year.
He gets to go back to Austin where he went to high school and play a game. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
This was me when Clemson got that kick return. And then it was a stressful night because obviously I did win some money off of this because I put like $5 on for SMU to make the playoffs. I won like 25, but hey, I still got it right.
Gamble responsibly.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I did parlay all the conference championship games. I got every Friday game right, and I got through 11 o'clock right, and then I cashed out because I didn't want to cheer for Texas. I had a bad feeling about Texas.
No, we have another player entering the transfer portal. Fuck.
We'll get into it, Stu.
God, I fucking hate the transfer portal. Just kidding.
How much do you hate Matt Campbell in big games?
I don't hate him. What happened on Saturday was not his fault. I will say that.
Every big game Matt Campbell's been in, he's lost.
Yeah, but also might as well let's just go to this game. I mean, it's Iowa State, so
Yeah.
okay. So first problem, BT. Okay, Cam Scatbo. What was I telling you for the past 2 or 3 weeks? I am scared of that man, and
I think anybody in the country should be scared of that man.
That man killed us.
Okay? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be honest. He doesn't get the carries that Genty gets, but if he did,
yeah,
well, that might be
I think it's stupid that he wasn't even a finalist.
He didn't really do that early in the year though. If he did it consistently throughout the year,
he did more than 2,000 rushing yards. I think.
I think it's just a 2-man race. I told you it was either going to be 3 or 4, and they threw Billy Gabriel because he's the best player on the best team.
But I'm just saying he definitely deserves some credit. You know what I mean? No, but like shout out to Arizona State. You know they came to play. Levitt played a hell of a game. But I will say this: we were down. I think what was it?
24 to
10 to 24 at half.
And then
we could have gotten back into the game. I'm saying this now. We could have gotten back into the game, but Abu Sama fumbling the ball.
I have an example of this.
Would you? Can you let me finish?
Sorry, finish.
So Abu Sama fumbles the ball on like our 45-yard line. Arizona State gets the ball and scores. Okay, that's 31-10. We get the ball back, right? Rocco Beck throws the ball off the side of our fucking lineman's head and it gets picked off, okay? They score on that. So it's what, 38 to 10? Yeah. And then we get the ball back again. BT, guess what happened? Abu Sama fucking fumbles again.
So, you know that video of that little kid shooting himself in the dick with a Nerf gun?
Yeah.
That's what Iowa State's third quarter in this game.
Oh. Yeah, 100%. Because I understand that Kim Scatbo was, fucking crushing us, but we didn't play a horrible offensive game up until that third quarter.
Yeah, you really contained Scatbo in the second half, though, given how he played in the first half.
Yeah, and this game, I'm not. There's no sugarcoating. It's on our defense, because the amount of does ESPN have broken tackles for college football? because
I don't. Unless there's a way you get advanced, I
go
don't
to
see
Kim's
it.
Catbo. Right click him. See if there's broken tackles.
Would it be splits? No, stats.
No, there's not. This
Hold
dude
on.
probably had like how many broken tackles do you think, BT?
Yeah, no, a lot.
Yeah. It's some of the worst tackling I have ever seen in my life. And that's what lost us the game. It didn't help that, what was his name? Xavier Golore or whatever, their wide
Oh,
receiver.
Gilroy or something.
Gilroy, he was catching some fucking balls. Um,
Yeah,
but no, it's just we played shit. We simply just choked in the moment. I'm not blaming this on Matt Campbell. I don't think you can.
I
Um,
don't like the play call to kick a field goal in the fourth quarter, though. I know, granted, it was a slim chance you came back, but you still
yeah.
had a
I
chance.
also I absolutely hate the fact that we went into halftime BT with all three of our timeouts and we could have thrown a Hail Mary ball. And you have one of the best receivers in the country in Jaden Higgins. Like you'd want to give him,
But like they said on the broadcast, Iowa State can return basically everybody on
besides our
this
two
roster,
leading receivers.
besides the two receivers. But obviously, Iowa State produces receivers out of.
Hmm.
That's a compliment I'll give you. I'll give
Yeah,
you
but
guys.
but yeah, it's just like it's very disappointing. Championship game. I thought, that first quarter we had a realistic shot, but we just shit the bed in the third quarter. That's
Yeah.
simply it.
But the best news
Yeah,
about this for Iowa State, you have the
but
roster. If you can go get
oh
a
yeah,
couple good transfer portal
hmm
pieces in,
hmm
and you can start recruiting like this, you don't have to worry about going and playing in playoff games. So
yeah, but yeah. Shout out to Rocco Beck. That fucker came in after getting absolutely destroyed.
that sucks for the Arizona State guy that he has to sit out
Yeah,
first.
but dude, so I was watching the play, right, and Brody Johnson, our friend Brody
Yeah.
Johnson, he was watching the game with me here. And I'm like, Brody, watch this. Rocco Beck's about to get fucking smoked. Sure enough, the
He do-
linebacker's untouched and just
to be
I was
fair,
like, he's
I
dead.
don't
He's
think
dead.
that's a targeting that should be a 15-yard penalty. He shouldn't have been ejected because Rocco, I'm going to be honest, he did duck into him a little bit there.
Yeah, but it's still you're
I don't think it's a targeting you should eject the player out of the game for. I'll say that. That wasn't intentional. It wasn't.
yeah. I mean, but also, side note, I thought it was fucking hilarious how there were some Arizona State players that were just like, "What?" when he was clearly like a targeting. But like,
It was yeah.
I
I just
understand
think there
what
needs to
we're,
be some tweaks on the targeting rule in the
I
offseason.
understand, but I mean, it was targeting.
I think if like there's targeting that you could tell the dude had the malicious intent,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
then
but you also have to look at the fact that Rocco Beck didn't see him coming.
ah,
Like,
so
and it was helmet to helmet. I mean, you
just
in
in the
that scenario, if you know you're about to fucking smoke him, like just drop your head like you're supposed to. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not dive head first into a 6'1" quarterback. But no,
But
we simply just we beat ourselves in this game, in my opinion.
yeah,
Scalbo, he was a very big contributing factor, but I just think if we wrap up and tackle and don't fumble or don't have three consecutive turnovers, we might be a closer game than this. So
but I mean Arizona State is the hottest, if not one of the hottest teams in
yeah,
college
and like
football.
I said, Sam Levitt, definitely a
So
quarterback to keep an eye on because he was doing a lot of good things. Definitely one of the top dual threat options I can see in the future. So
all right, Ohio.
I picked Ohio. You
Hey,
picked Miami of Ohio.
no, I picked Ohio in my locks.
Oh yeah. I picked Ohio just because of Iowa State lost to him last year. So
And
and Curtis Rourke.
yeah, shout him out. Marshall, your boy, Stu.
I told you, BT. We are.
Marshall, hey, we need your reaction to their coach leaving to go to Southern Mississippi.
Okay, so I've read some different like a whole bunch of different things, and this isn't the first time Marshall has not re-signed their head coach. They had a head coach a couple years ago. It was when they were good. Remember when they had Rakeem Cato?
Yeah,
we didn't rehire that quarterback or that coach. So I don't know. I think I've heard some things that like they offered him a contract extension, but he didn't sign it. But I definitely think it's weird that he's going to the worst team in that that conference. So
All right, and this is a yearly tradition. We did this last year. It is the only college football game, but it's pretty much one of the best rivalries in college football, I will say. Navy and Army,
yeah,
one of the best games to watch, especially if it's in the snow. That just makes
college
it.
game day.
I mean, where else are they gonna go? This is a regular season game. Army just won their conference championship, and they have to go play in a regular season game the week after. But obviously, this game, there's triple option teams. This game, you could sit on your couch, and I mean, it's a 2-hour game. It'll be over in 2 hours.
BT, I will be hunting. So
Oh, well, this game will be. I'm gonna sit on my couch, watch this. It'll be over. What? When does it start? 2
2.
o'clock. It'll be over by 4. 4:30. I'll guarantee you it.
Yeah. Hey, but interesting battle of quarterbacks.
Yeah, Horvath is really good for Navy, and Daly is really good for both like quarterback centric teams.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're leading passer and they're leading rusher.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like a typical Navy offense. Because what was that dude's name?
Oh my God! Yeah,
Cameron Reynolds. Is that was it?
yeah, Keenan Reynolds. Keenan
Reynolds. Yes.
But obviously Oklahoma playing in a bowl game against Navy, so I will be watching this game pretty much in depth, trying to.
Marshall's playing Army.
Hey, I mean, I'm gonna have to go for my boys in Army because
It's both our second favorite teams, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine if Iowa State and Oklahoma played, and then Army and Marshall would have played. That would have been wild.
But Navy's came in pretty cold, losing to Tulane, Rice, and obviously Notre Dame. So their season basically collapsed after playing Notre Dame. But
that Rice loss was a bad loss too.
Yeah, I think Army should. They have the better roster. They played the best all year.
Yep.
I just think their momentum continues, and hopefully they can get a 13-win season, which might be the first time ever in Army history.
You could argue that they deserved a playoff spot. So,
who are you going to take out?
Boise.
I mean, the problem with Army is they didn't really play anybody else other than Notre Dame, and when they did play Notre Dame,
but like I'm saying, like
yeah, I see what you're saying. But Sue, who do you think's gonna win this game?
I got Army.
Let's go Army, beat Navy. The Navy. I can't disrespect the troops. I'm sorry, troops. All right, it's time. Bowl Mania season. No playoff predictions. So what? First, we'll do this. Before we get into our predictions, do you think the committee got it right? We asked this last year.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I agree. Maybe I might have put Arizona State seated above Boise State, but that's.
But I mean, I'm fine with the way. Like, when it comes to the teams, it was the right seeding.
Yes, they got every team right. Maybe the seeding. I didn't like how Texas should not have been 5.
No,
they haven't beat anybody worth a damn.
I mean, okay, so like I guess one thing I'd probably like critique. I don't like how they have it in the ESPN app, right? I have it right here. Okay.
Bracket. I can. I just pull up playoff bracket here.
I think they got it right. I probably, in my personal opinion, I probably would have put SMU over Indiana, but I get why they like.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't like. I think I might have put Tennessee, maybe not Tennessee, Notre Dame over Texas or Penn State over Texas because they've at least beaten some decent teams.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Notre Dame, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think they 100% got it right though for the teams. So,
all right, it is time for a playoff prediction. Yeah, like I said, I agreed. So, do you want to go over which match, we'll just go over like a region. So we'll just do this Oregon region first.
All right. Tennessee or Ohio State, BT?
I'm gonna go Tennessee.
Tennessee, why?
So Ohio State in that game against Michigan ran all over them, and that is what Tennessee's specialty is with their running back. I'm drawing a blank on his name. I think it's Samson or something.
I think so. I think that rings a bell.
They like to run the ball with him, and they can definitely run it down Ohio State, sort of Michigan could. But they also the problem for Ohio State with that is they can run the ball, but after they start running the ball and you start coming up, Nico's going to throw a deep bomb to one of their super fast wide receivers, and you're not going to be ready for it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Tennessee to beat Ohio State here. And then, call me crazy, I think Tennessee would beat Oregon in this situation as well. So I have Tennessee because Oregon just hasn't looked that impressive to me defensively. Or, I mean, they tend to play down to competition. This isn't playing down, but I mean, this is Oregon's first true test since the Ohio State game.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what Penn State's mediocre offense all year did to what they did to Oregon.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna knock that because I think you look at the Penn State game and just like, okay, they can beat a good team. I think ultimately you have to look at the fact that they struggled against Wisconsin.
Yeah,
who is probably one of the worst. They're not bad, but it's definitely something to look out for.
I think Oregon is one of the worst number one teams we've ever had.
I don't think so.
Want to compare? Who was number one last year? Michigan. I think Michigan would beat Oregon.
Michigan beats
2022 was Georgia, right? Yes, Georgia. Georgia would beat them. 2021 was also probably Georgia, I would assume. No, it was. I don't fucking know. Whatever. But I have Tennessee beating Oregon. So Tennessee would be my first semifinal team.
All right. Okay, I'll start. So I'll do. I originally thought going into this game, into this segment that I was going to pick Ohio State, just because it's in Columbus, and it's Ohio State, but Ohio State's kind of cold, and they're coming off a loss to Michigan, a very bad Michigan team, I will say that, and Tennessee, now they run up the run game. Sampson is one of the better running backs in the country. And Tennessee has a good freshman quarterback in Nico in Malavia.
Sophomore or whatever.
I think he's technically a freshman.
Whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
If you're good enough,
I like the Tennessee game. I like that. I like Tennessee over Ohio State. And then I think I'm gonna go with Oregon. I predicted them to win it all this year, and I'm gonna keep going on Oregon. I definitely think it'll be a really good game, though.
All right, let's move on to the number 2 seed, which is obviously Georgia. Then we have the Battle of Indiana, 2 Indiana teams.
And I'm picking the upset. I'm going Indiana over Notre Dame.
I like Notre Dame in this matchup, just defensively.
I could see what you mean, but
because seeing what Ohio State's defense did to Indiana, I think Notre Dame has a better secondary.
I will say this though. I think Notre Dame has a better secondary, but I don't think they have a better defense. I got a feeling about this Indiana team, and I kind of
eligibility.
Who?
Jacob Zeno.
Oh my God!
He just committed to Texas A&M.
Oh my gosh! The UAB transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got Indiana upsetting Notre Dame because I feel like a lot of people overlook Indiana, and so yeah, I got Indiana.
All right, so then I would have Notre Dame and Georgia. This would be a really close.
I think the winner of Indiana and Notre Dame loses to Georgia ultimately.
Yeah,
actually, yeah, I'll say that. I think Georgia's defense will do a lot.
I think it would be a really close game between Notre Dame and Georgia. Really defensive game, but I think Georgia's experience in these big-time environments with Kirby Smart will push them over the edge. So I'm going to go Georgia here.
For sure.
Okay, and then you have Georgia as well?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll move down to the 3 region. It would not surprise me if SMU beat Penn State.
Yeah, I agree, but I have Penn State ultimately.
I have Penn State. They really impressed me. Originally, if they weren't in the Big Ten championship and I didn't see how they played, I probably might have picked SMU to win.
Yeah. But this is a very winnable game for SMU. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with Penn State getting the win here.
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna call me crazy, but there's something about Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl, and I'm gonna go with Boise State sneaking
Yeah.
their way into the semifinal, upsetting Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl.
Do you know how good Penn State's run defense is?
How
I
good?
mean, they're gonna stack the box no matter what. But Ashton Genty, I think, is like 168 yards away from breaking the record.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go Penn State. The
Oh,
reason why I think Abdul Carter is about to cause Ashton Genty some fucking. I think he's gonna lock him down. Abdul Carter is one of the better DNs in the country,
doesn't he look
and
like Micah Parsons, like a little bit when he was at Penn State?
yeah, I mean they're both Penn State
And they both work
guys.
for 11.
But yeah, I got Penn State, so yeah, I think Penn State's defense will get the job done, and
All
this
right.
is the second best team Boise State's played all year. So
Do the transitive property. Boise State lost to Oregon by less than Penn State did.
yeah, but I like Penn State,
All
especially
right.
after what I saw this past weekend.
We got Texas and Clemson. I'm gonna go with the 12 seed upset. I'm going Texas beating
Hordes
Clemson.
down, yes. I do not like what I
Clemson
saw from
beating
Texas
Texas,
last
sorry.
week. They couldn't do anything.
No, and
And
I
Jake
really don't think.
Klubnik has been balling.
Yes, and this is like a revenge game. He's
Yeah,
out of
from high
Austin.
school.
Texas did not recruit him.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna bench Quinn Ewers, which I think is gonna be a massive mistake. Clemson's
Mhm.
hot. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they lost to one of the hottest teams, but they've been winning.
Mhm.
But then they're gonna run in to the pitchforks, and I'm gonna have Arizona State in the semifinal.
Damn, you have Arizona State?
I can't just I just like Scatabo there.
I don't know if Jalen Tyson is going to be out for this game.
He probably shouldn't be because this is like a month. We got 21 or 22 days till this game's played. I'm not sure what day it's played.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to have Clemson upsetting Arizona State. I could very well see Arizona State beating Clemson. I think this is a 50-50 game, but I'm going to ride on. I mean, these are two of the hottest teams in college football right now.
All right,
And
so that would leave.
So
Tennessee.
I have Oregon, Clemson, Georgia, and Penn State.
And I have Tennessee, Arizona State, Georgia, and Boise State. So I will. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to end the Sun Devils run here and go with Tennessee in the national championship. Just like it's the 1990s all over again.
Yeah. I have Oregon and Clemson. I think this would be a hell of a game, but ultimately I got Oregon winning this game.
And that will end Suvi's 12 seed Cinderella run.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then I would have Georgia and Boise State. I'm going to have to go. It's going to get a lot of the haters mad. I'm going to have to go with the All-SEC championship, a rematch, Georgia-Tennessee. I think this was one of my last predictions.
I'm going to have Georgia beating Penn State. And then ultimately I have Oregon winning it all.
This is like a 50-50 game I could see go either way.
Mm-hmm.
The revenge factor will play a major factor into this game. It's going to hurt me to say this because Josh Heupel won a championship with Oklahoma alumni. I'm going to go with Tennessee winning the national championship.
Tennessee whiskey.
And, I mean, Tennessee Athletics is just on a generational run.
Yeah. I just want to say something,
football.
though. Like,
what?
Basketball. They're number one in basketball.
Yeah.
I just want to say, this is probably the most excited I've been for the playoffs in a long time.
Yeah, and you were hating on having a 12-team playoff.
Probably since Max.
You were hating on having a 12-team playoff, Stu. You said it wasn't going to work.
I mean, it didn't work. Iowa State didn't get in, so.
I mean, obviously, but I mean, like just entertainment-wise, look what it's done for the sport. You feel like you can make an argument for me for any of these teams.
Well, and like you look at it, right? You look at it, okay? BT, there are what 1, 2, 3, 5 teams that have 6 teams that have never been in it before.
Yeah. Hey, Stewie, guess who's the betting favorite to win the national championship right now?
Oregon, Georgia.
That's the team you had eliminated in the first round. Not Texas. Notre Dame is a betting favorite.
Well, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, well, fuck Notre Dame.
So that's obviously something to look into. But that will end the playoff segment. Now it's time for Bowl Mania. Hold on, I gotta pull the picks up on my phone on fantasy.
Me too. All right. So, BT, first bowl game we got. We got
Oh
the
God, the
Cricket Celebration Bowl between Jackson State and South Carolina State.
historically black college bowl.
Yeah, I got Jackson State.
Yeah, I don't know anything about these teams, but
Yeah,
Jackson
yeah.
State probably still has some Deion Sanders recruits that are still
Yeah.
riding there.
What about Salute to Veterans Bowl between South Alabama and Western Michigan?
I have South Alabama. Shout out RBT.
That's exactly the reason why I picked them.
Um,
Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl between Memphis and West Virginia. Who you got?
I got Memphis. Just the turnaround of West Virginia.
As I do, as well as I do.
What are we getting married? I do. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Boca Raton Bowl between Western Kentucky and James Madison.
I have James Madison because Western Kentucky's quarterback just hit the portal. So
I got James Madison because I fucking hate the Western Kentucky's mascot.
All right.
Art of Sport LA Bowl between California and UNLV.
I got Cal. Coaching turnover.
I got UNLV.
UNLV just lost their coach to Purdue.
Yeah, but is he coaching though?
No.
I still like UNLV.
All right.
Taj Williams is good. R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl between Georgia Southern and Sam Houston.
I have, for the same reason I have Georgia Southern. I'm just fading all the teams that lost their coach.
I'm going Sam Houston because Hunter Watson, former Iowa Western Reaver. Shout out.
Oh, Stuvie, our two sweethearts from last week. Jacksonville State and Ohio.
And the staff DNA curable. I got Ohio.
I have Ohio. Shout out. Well, I mean, they did. Both these teams could be without a coach because Ohio's coach Tim Albans got hired by Charlotte, and Rich Rodriguez obviously could be hired by West Virginia.
Yeah.
Next,
we got the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl between Tulane and Florida. Who you got?
I got a cheer.
I'd say Florida as well. I think a big contributing factor to this is the quarterback situation for Tulane.
They also have Ty Thompson.
Oh, that's right. Shout out Oregon legend.
Ty Thompson. All right, skip.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, BT? He was the quarterback when Iowa State won the Fiesta Bowl.
All right, we're down to the Myrtle Beach Bowl. I'm going to go Coastal Carolina because this is practically a home game for them.
Yeah. I don't really know about UTSA, but Coastal Carolina, shout out that Greenfield. So,
the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Northern Illinois, Fresno State. I have Northern Illinois.
So do I.
Shout out Thomas Hammock. The Hawaii Bowl, South Florida and San Jose State. I got to roll my boys. South Florida, ride or die.
I'm going San Jose State. Nick Marsh. Hey, that's his name? No.
Yes,
Nick Nash.
Yeah, Nick Nash. Not Steve
But
Kerr.
good. Shit. Yeah, San Jose State.
All right, one of the best named bowls, the Game Above Sports Bowl.
Between Pittsburgh and Toledo.
I got Pitt.
I do too.
Just a bigger school.
I think Pitt will destroy Toledo.
We're starting to get into the group of 5 games here. The guarantee, I guess it's not the guaranteed rate bowl anymore. It's the rate bowl
between the Rutgers and Kansas State.
I have Kansas State.
Yeah, me too.
The 68 Ventures Bowl, Arkansas State and Bowling Green. I'm going with Arkansas State.
I do too. I think Arkansas State has had a good season, and I think they played close. I mean, they played close with Michigan, so yeah. I got Arkansas State. Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl.
I guess we have to go into this.
Oklahoma and Navy.
This was speculated to be the matchup. After it flip-flopped around. It was supposed to be. So basically what happened to us, we got shafted because Alabama missed the playoffs. So that obviously adds one more SEC team. So obviously we drop a tier. So we were supposed to be either playing like Baylor or TCU and whatever in the Texas Bowl. That obviously dropped us, but I think we should. The problem with this game for me is it's a lose-lose situation for us. We're not going to get any credit if we win this game. because it's everybody's gonna say I'm gonna talk about how we won this game, and somebody's gonna come on the podcast and say, yeah, but it's Navy. You should beat them. Yeah, but we're also gonna be down 20 players that entered the portal, and Navy's gonna have their whole team that was a top 25 ranked team majority of the season. But I'm gonna obviously go with my Sooners. I can't pick against them.
Boomer.
Sooner, baby. Let's go. The Birmingham Bowl. Vanderbilt versus Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
I'm going Vandy. Vandy, first time in a bowl game.
Haynes King, bud. Haynes King.
All right. And then we got another Big 12 SEC.
Oh, that was the Liberty Bowl. I swear to God, BT, every time Iowa State is not in the Liberty Bowl, a team other than Memphis plays in the Liberty Bowl.
I'm going to go Arkansas.
Every time we're in the Liberty Bowl, we play Memphis. So.
Give me Arkansas.
Give me Texas Tech. Taj Brooks, the man.
All right, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Syracuse and Washington State. Washington State, obviously, a lot of offensive production is gone.
Mm-hmm.
They lose their
top. McCord. I'm going with the orange.
Yeah, Kevin McCord. Shout out that one video. It looks tough. All right. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. I have the Aggies beating USC.
Me too.
The Wasabi Fenway Bowl. I have UConn upsetting UNC. UConn's having a good season under Jim Mora. North Carolina obviously about to hire fucking Bill Belichick to be their head coach.
I think they're going to ride high on that signing, and then they're going to win.
Do you think? All right, if you were a betting man, do you think Bill Belichick succeeds in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Do you think North Carolina will be a national power in the ACC?
I don't know. It's just hard to.
Yeah, I don't think he succeeds.
The reason why I think he succeeds is because look at what Harbaugh did in Michigan.
Yeah, but what is he like? Tom Brady and Julian Edelman. I was watching something on TikTok. They were saying how is he going to recruit these kids? You know how he was as a coach.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be able to recruit these kids. And
definitely something to look for.
Yeah, the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl in New York. I'm going to go Boston College. Nebraska has lost a lot for me to pick them.
Me too. And fuck Nebraska, personally. So.
All right. The Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. Louisiana and TCU. What a matchup. I'm going TCU.
Me too. Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Yeah.
Iowa State versus
Is
Miami.
Iowa State going to eat the Pop-Tart? Is Iowa State going to eat?
I think they will. And the reason why I think this, okay,
Miami
doesn't really have a good defense.
Yeah.
And I think our offense will take advantage of that. Plus, people are saying, "Oh, you got Kim Ward playing and that one receiver." Our defensive backs are some of the best in the country. It may have not shown because number 19, I think his name was Jones or something, but he got cooked. But we have majority of our same players playing. I don't think we have anyone opting out as of now.
Jeremiah Cooper.
No, he's playing.
He's going to enter the portal. Come back to Oklahoma.
Fuck you. But yeah, I got Iowa State.
He does it in college football all the time. The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. I have Colorado State.
Who do you have?
Oh, I have Iowa State as well because I picked him for you. I can't handle another day of Iowa State losing a football game, and you're texting me that you're going to commit suicide. And last time Iowa State was in that bowl game, it ended in heartbreak. Brock Purdy fumbling against Clemson.
No, that was a Cheez-It Bowl.
That's before it rebranded to Pop-Tart.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God. But we didn't have Breece Hall, so.
I mean, you still had Brock Purdy and all your current receivers that you have now.
No, not true. Not true at all, buddy. Not true at all.
Who?
Jane Higgins.
You had Alan Lazard back then. Pretty sure.
No,
whatever. You had a Akeem Butler
that was
or something.
a disappointing fucking year, though. We were supposed to make the playoffs that year.
All right. East Carolina and NC State. I'm going NC State.
We have the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.
Oh, I have Colorado State.
Me too.
And Jay Norvell. In the Go Bowling Military Bowl, I have NC State beating East Carolina. Shout out Dalen Hollywood. Some others used to be a running back at Oklahoma.
I'm going East Carolina.
All right, the Alamo Bowl, battle of two conference mates, BYU and Colorado.
I got Colorado.
I'm going to go BYU because I don't want to bet that Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders are going to be playing in this bowl game because I don't think they
No,
will
they're
be.
playing.
They can say that, but then when it actually comes, will they actually
No,
play?
I definitely think they're playing.
I like BYU here.
The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl between Marshall and Army. I got Marshall, baby.
I have Army.
No.
I mean, Marshall obviously will not have a quarterback. Their backup and their starter has both entered the portal.
Wait, Buxton,
Braxton or whatever.
and Pennington?
Yeah, both entered the portal.
All
All right, we have in this next bowl game, we have a little bit of a border rule. I guess that's
Perfect Music City Bowl. Missouri spanking
two teams
Iowa.
that. Shout out Logan Jones coming back for his super senior year.
No, he's not. He's going to the draft.
I thought he said he was coming back. That definitely said he was coming back.
Oh, I'm not done being. Yeah.
He's coming back for his. I don't know how he got another year of eligibility, but hey, he did. Unless he redshirted his first year, which I guess he might have. All right, back when he was playing defensive line. Never forget. All right, I also do have. I think I have Iowa winning this because fuck Missouri, and I don't think Luther Burn will be playing, or obviously a lot of their defensive stars because one of them just entered the portal. All right, the ReliaQuest Bowl, Alabama and Michigan. I chose Michigan in this game. Alabama has lost their 3 wide receivers to the portal. I don't think Milroe might not be playing. But yeah, I think Michigan's coming in hot, being Ohio State, and they're going to come in and win. See, what about you?
Bama's winning.
All right, the Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. I have Louisville beating Washington. I don't know anything about those two teams, but I just know Louisville is ranked at one point, and Washington fell off.
I got Louisville.
All right, the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, probably one of the best non-playoff bowl games. I would say I have South Carolina beating Illinois. Obviously, South Carolina is one of the hottest teams in college football.
Yeah, I got South Carolina.
And then in the Texas Bowl, I have LSU beating Baylor. I just think talent-wise on the roster.
I got Baylor.
He's just choosing the Big 12 teams.
What about you got in the Taxslayer Gator Bowl?
I have Ole Miss. Duke just lost Malik Murphy to the portal.
Yeah, I do too. I have Ole Miss.
All right, Battle of Texas here in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. I have Texas State winning against North Texas. North Texas lost their quarterback legend Chandler Morris, who's going to be now transferring to Oklahoma State, the Big 12 merchant. Yeah. So who you got in that one? Stewie?
What game?
Texas State and North Texas.
Texas State.
All right, which coach is getting the Mayo bath? What's the fucking name?
PJ Fleck is.
I'm going PJ Fleck because I don't know Virginia Tech's name of their coach. I think it's Brent Pry. All right, then the last bowl, the Bahamas Bowl, Buffalo or Liberty? Give me Liberty or give me death.
Give me Buffalo. Kane Salter is leaving, so.
I don't care. Liberty. Give me Liberty, give me death.
Okay, bud. Okay.
All right, so I think that is it for Bowl Mania. Oh, gosh. Now it's an even better segment. We did this last year. It's time to go over the transfer portal.
Yeah.
We did this with college basketball last year, and we did this with and we did it for football. Okay, this is 2024. They have 2025. They do. All right. So the top-ranked player right now is Eric Singleton, wide receiver out of Georgia Tech. And then Florida State's freshman quarterback entered the portal as well. Why is Stevie muted? Stevie, you muted yourself on that live stream. On the live stream, you muted yourself.
How?
You must have clicked the button accidentally.
I
Princewell.
wasn't-
Stevie, you want to try to pronounce his name from this dude from Nebraska, please?
Yeah, Princewell Milan.
Sounds like he's going to go to Ole Miss. Of course. And then I guess we have the number 4 guys that got an interior offensive lineman from Illinois State. I love Oklahoma needs interior offensive linemen. So, I mean, hey. Dan Key, it sounds like I think early intel shows that he's going to Nebraska. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't want
to. He's a receiver, right?
Yeah. I don't even want to scroll down to
Oh.
Nick Anderson leaving Oklahoma. This was obviously more of a. Actually, well, instead of doing these rankings, we'll do this next week or whatever. Let's go over the schools. Let's go over main Stewie schools here.
Okay.
We'll go over. I guess you don't have anybody officially in the portal yet, so you guys are fine.
So just a number of players that have already said they're going to enter. JJ Cole, backup quarterback.
Sure.
Trayvon Howard, Kennard Snyder, a fucking kicker, a fucking long snapper, like third string linebacker.
Why are we still in the Big 12?
Up top.
There we go.
Ooh.
I guess this doesn't have it all. All right. So Nick Anderson in the portal. Gone. His was a medical staff thing. There was a disagreement with the medical staff. From what I was told, he didn't show up to rehab on time. He didn't really care about trying to get back on the field. So Oklahoma told him, if you don't want to be here and take it seriously, you can just leave. So, then, yeah. Jackson Arnold, I obviously said this was going to happen. This did not surprise me one bit.
Sephora.
This didn't surprise me one bit. It looks like early intel signs are pointing to Auburn or Mississippi State.
Yep.
I think he'll succeed wherever he goes. I'm not going to hate on the kid. He did what's best for him.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Bauer Sharp.
All right, Bauer Sharp, our starting tight end. He came in from southeastern Louisiana. I don't think he was ready for big-time Power 4 football.
Yeah.
You're just going to have that. Jaquez Petaway didn't really play that much. But I got more. We lose our 4th-string running back, a redshirt freshman. I had a lot of hopes for him. Sucks, Caleb Hicks, and then we lose another. I'm not going to talk about the 7th-string players here. Anybody else? We lose Geary and Hatchett. He was a projected starter, didn't play all year, got hurt. He came in from Washington last year, hurt his arm, got surgery, never played the rest of the year. So not really a big loss for us. We lose Kenai Walker. He was a depth piece at corner. He did have to start because we did have some injuries. He didn't really impress me in his games that he played. So not really a big loss. We can easily replace that. Joshua Bates, our 2nd-string center. Sucks to lose a guy. That's a redshirt sophomore. He had a lot of promise, but it just obviously wasn't working out for Oklahoma or for him in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is returning like a super senior that got a medical redshirt, so he wasn't projected to start. Then we lose Jalil Farouk. He was one of our best receivers. He was recruited under Lincoln Riley. So obviously it sucks. Looks like we might have gotten our first commit. Quiet commit. Hold on. Let's look. All right. The Sooners have secured a commitment from Indiana wide receiver Donovan McCulley on his visit today. So Oklahoma got their first portal commit, a wide receiver. Obviously, we're going to be recruiting heavy wide receivers. But we'll end this transfer portal segment here because we're kind of already pushing 15 minutes and we haven't even hit NFL yet. So, all right. Let's get loaded on the ESPN here. All right. First thing we're going to talk about is robbery. The Lions got saved by the refs.
Where? Lions are the best team in the league.
I mean, he should have been called down there on that 4th and inches.
No, you fucking dumb.
Come on. Nope. He kneeled. It's a kneel. I don't know.
No.
Should I give the Packers a win?
No.
Then I would have had a perfect week and locks of the week. But no. No.
Wah.
But yeah, I'll give props. The Lions did play good.
Yep.
Shout out
Montgomery.
Shout out Jane Reed. See, we almost lost because of him in a fantasy game against me.
Fuck that guy.
He was just out there running routes.
Now that you reminded me, thank you. I'm benching that fucker this week.
You don't even play this week, Stu.
Uh,
You got to buy, Stu. But yeah, this was a really good game. Thursday Night Football has had some good games this year, which usually isn't the case. So I really appreciate that.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, Stu. Hey. Okay, Stu. I guess you're done. All right, Stu.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Much better game, ladies and gentlemen.
You finally beat the Browns.
Out from the gate, we just fucking started killing them. Our defense played exceptionally well.
As you
Offense
should.
did its job. Kadarius Toney's a clown.
And he got cut.
He got cut.
George Pickens didn't play, so there was no fight.
No fight. George Pickens also didn't play, so that's
that's why I said there's no fight. So there's no fight between.
But no, there's not much to this game. We just out of the gate we dominated defensively. Besides that one touchdown pass, I think Jameis Winston started 1 for 9.
Shout out Nick Chubb
throwing
for
the ball
me in one of my leagues. So fuck your defense.
So yeah, I think we're 10-3. We win this next week. We clinch a playoff spot, but we're sitting pretty good right now. I'm happy the way we're playing.
All right, so that will move us on. What was the last game? Oh, Stewie's favorite game of the week. Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs have clinched the AFC West.
Fuck the Chiefs.
Off of the doink.
Shout out Joshua Palmer. I picked him up when Ladd McConkey was out. So, you want to know something crazy? Guess who's the kicker? The kicker used to kick for the Steelers. So, Matthew Wright.
Oh, how long ago was that? I feel like Boswell's been your kicker for like years.
No, he got hurt last year, a year or two ago, and we picked him up for a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Then I wouldn't have known. But yeah, the Chiefs magic. The Chiefs magic keeps living on. I don't know how. I don't know how at this point.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Seems like it'll be our last round.
I just want it to stop.
All right. So now we got a weekly preview here. There's some really good games on this week. Obviously, we'll talk about the least of the games we're going to talk about. That's not that fun to watch. The Texans host the Dolphins. Woohoo! Tyreek Hill's kind of getting into form, so I'm kind of scared.
I would be too.
But Derek Stingley can lock up. Obviously, I think in order to win this game, Joe Mixon has to continue being the elite running back he has been.
Mm-hmm.
We get Christian Harris back, which is going to be great because he can replace Azeez Al-Shaair. Free him. He shouldn't be suspended for 3 games. But yeah, we went into this last week because there was the same exact hit on a quarterback last week, and the player's not suspended for 3 games, which is kind of a joke. You got to enforce it the same way, but whatever. Xavier Hutchinson is questionable. That could be a really big loss for us there.
Iowa State guy.
But all jokes aside, I think Nico Collins is getting back in the stride. The Colts play a tough game, so not that I could say we can afford a loss, but I think a win and a Colts loss, 9-5, you might. Yeah, I think a win and a Colts loss, you clinch the division.
Look how weak the East is.
Because there's only 3 more games left after 3 more weeks.
I don't know. Well, we can do it.
Yeah, because I think we beat the Colts twice, so we obviously hold the tiebreaker. So I think either way, if we win and the Colts lose, we will have won the AFC South, and we have clinched a playoff spot at that point. So hopefully, you're praying. That's what happens. I think we're gonna win this game because we are at home, and obviously rain won't play into a factor. We play in a dome stadium, but I think we bounce back from the really disappointing performance against Jags. I think yes, the Jags, and I think we win. Do you agree, with me, Sue?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, Sue, what's wrong with your mic here, bud? All right.
All right.
Yeah, see the Colts play the Broncos. So
Oh God.
we'll talk about this game first.
This should be Sunday Night Football.
What's Sunday Night Football this week? I guess we can look. Packers Seahawks isn't a necessarily bad game. Right now, if the playoffs were to start, this would be the matchup. So,
Yeah, but it's not better than the Bills Lions. Come on.
I mean, the Bills kind of shit the bed last week.
Yeah, but it's Josh Allen who's, competing for an MVP right now. So
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Detroit Lions. They've just looked like the best team in football, and I don't really think there's a team that can match up against them in the
Indiana
NFC.
running back Elijah Green has entered transfer portal.
Is that a starter or?
I don't know, but that's something I found out.
Yeah. So, but I don't think there's a team that can compete against the Lions in the NFC at this point. I mean,
The AFC though.
the AFC is wide open, but I just think it's whoever wins the AFC versus the Lions. I mean, I would have said the 49ers, but Brock Purdy's selling. They're hurt like hell, and yeah.
Brock Purdy selling? Did you look at their last game?
Stevie, they're 6-7. If he was the
That's not his fault. That is not his fault.
Quality rage pay. Just mentioned Brock Purdy. The 49ers aren't even going to pay him.
He's putting up better stats than CJ Stroud.
Yeah, the 49ers aren't even going to pay him.
Yeah, they are. They said
They don't have enough money.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Stu, who do you think wins this game? I'm going with the Lions because Lions are just a damn good football team.
Just a second. Did I pick them? I got the Bills.
Okay. Yeah, the Bills upsetting.
Yep.
And Detroit.
Josh Allen, the GOAT.
Yeah. Aiden Hutchinson come back during the Super Bowl if they make it.
Oh, God. It's the Battle of the Steagles.
It's the Battle of Pennsylvania.
I'm going to be honest with you, BT, all right? I think we lose this game.
Eat your words on Jalen Hurts.
No, he's still not good. So
The Philadelphia Eagles are 11-2.
yeah, Russell Wilson.
Would you take? Okay.
Russell Wilson has almost the same exact stats and has started less than half the game.
Okay, so then you so you would take right now. Would you take Jalen Hurts? So you're saying you would take Russell Wilson over Jalen Hurts right now on your team? And you have the choice. The Steelers can have Russell Wilson or Jalen Hurts. Who are you taking?
I mean, honestly, Russ. Russ is playing so good right now, BT.
I can't wait to come back next week and I guess he won't be on the podcast, but I'm going to point out the stats, and Jalen Hurts is going to have a way better game.
Look at the stats right now.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, the Eagles are playing tougher teams. They're not playing the Browns. Ravens, Rams, Commanders.
Panthers.
I mean, Bengals, Browns twice. I don't know.
No, I have the Eagles winning this. For one, Saquon is playing out of his mind, and we suck against the run. Two, the Eagles secondary scares me. So
Give
I ultimately,
Stuvie's favorite teams a run defense. God.
yeah, on God. Yeah, I just think the Eagles secondary and defense is too good. I think Russ is gonna have a bad game this week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So
Okay. Well, that will end the NFL segment. All right, on to college basketball.
AJ Danspa.
Shout out BYU. The Mormons paying up.
Not $7 million or a fucking 18-year-old. The Jazz owner paid some of it. That's fucking wild. Wow. What'd I tell you, BT? Number 3 in the country. We beat Marquette.
Not number one.
Yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee has a former Cyclone, so it's a win.
Not number two.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they count head to head. I don't know. But yeah, so we got a 2 game before next week at Carver, which kind of scares me.
Shout out Josh Dix. That half court game winner.
This Iowa game, it just seems like we're destined to lose. Top
3 more
3 teams
games.
coming
3
into
more games
Iowa,
in non-con before Big
going
12.
into Carver as a the third best team in the country. It's just it's like we're destined to lose.
Your last real
However,
test before
I
Big
think
12 play starts.
yeah, I think we'll get the job done. Hopefully, I'm praying. I really don't want to lose at home or at Iowa. Please don't let me lose at Iowa.
You might lose to Omaha.
Shut the fuck up. Omaha has no one. We should dick down Omaha.
The ghost of Frankie Fiddler.
But no, the Iowa game is going to be one to watch. I am very, very nervous for this game. They don't really scare me. I do believe we have the better players, but it's just a rivalry game and anything can happen. So
yeah, and then you want an easy win.
Yep.
All right. Look at this.
Oklahoma.
Look at this Big 12. Like 4 lost teams, 3 lost teams.
Yeah, and then you look at the top 3 teams.
And then for the SEC, 1-3 lost team. How many 1 lost teams? I mean, it's just we're cream of the crop in the SEC in basketball. We're the best team. We're 9-0. Us in Florida, just running the conference these days.
You know
We played one game
that you don't though.
What? At 7'9".
7'9" freshman.
The next Zach Edey.
Yeah.
We play Bedlam this week. That's the only game we play. We play in Oklahoma City where the Thunder play. So this will be an entertaining game to watch.
Yeah.
Obviously, how the last Bedlam game ended, if you remember, a game winner. I thought that would have sent us into the tournament. Turns out I was wrong because fuck the Big 12 athletic directors for not voting us in.
So the Big 12.
We obviously play 4 games, but next week obviously is a tougher week for us. We play Michigan next week in the Jumpman Invitational, so that'll be a low.
Ivy is visiting Iowa State on Thursday.
Oh, look at that. But yeah, obviously just looking at the next 6 games here, we play Oklahoma State, play Michigan in the Jumpman Invitational. Obviously, wins against Central, Arkansas, and Prairie View. You should win those. And then you play Alabama and Texas A&M. So that's a couple of tough matchups there. So, yeah. Shout out Jeremiah Fierce. Dude's a baller. I think he's going to be Oklahoma's next lottery pick if I were to put money on it. We can look right here, I guess. Let's see where they have him ranked on the top 100. Obviously, Cooper Flag.
Keyshawn.
Shout out Hugo Gonzalez.
You're looking at NBA, okay.
So he's up to number 16, so he's really close. Let's see if I was there's anybody on here.
No, we won't.
Milan, 64th. Mommy.
McLovin, as my friend calls him.
But that is about it.
But to be fair, Keyshawn Gilbert's been playing absolutely out of his mind. So
Yeah.
Troy Orr's falling. We'll get into our NBA or our mock drafts.
Yeah. So we will be doing our first mock draft of the season. Here.
Not this week. Probably when we come back from break.
Yeah, when we come back from our winter break, we will be doing our first NFL mock draft. We will have a better understanding of how the standings will be coming into that because that'll be the last week of the season.
And we'll
The
do
NFL.
our NFL mock draft. So
Well, no, we won't do the NBA. The NBA is way too. Well, first one we're going to do is the NFL. I don't want to talk about.
Oh my God, Gogo Badate just posted Giannis.
I don't want to talk about this. I mean, I kind of did predict. I said we were going to go 1-2, and we went 1-2. We're just collapsing. We beat Portland on Sunday.
Collapsing. Do not talk to me about collapsing.
We're 13-11. LeBron could get traded any moment. He's in trade talks right now. There's LeBron trade rumors. Obviously, LeBron and his son is a package deal, so you can get that nepotism ass off my team. But yeah, we obviously don't play. Oh, yes, we play on Friday. They do have the in-season tournament happening. We play Minnesota on Friday. So, yeah. We're approaching Christmas Day. We play Golden State on Christmas Day. That'll be a fun, entertaining game to watch. It looked a lot better earlier on in the year because Golden State's kind of also collapsing.
Yep.
They were 1 seed at one point, but I think our goal just for the end of December, I don't know if I'll do a podcast next week, so we might be a little bit of an extended break, but my goal until the end of December is just fucking survive. And I mean, you play Minnesota, you play Memphis, you play the Kings twice in a row, play the Pistons, you play the Warriors, you play the Kings again, you play Cleveland, and that's it for December. Just survive. You got to win a couple.
Yeah.
It's really tough, but it gets easier because we play the Pacers in February. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We play the Jazz on my birthday, so maybe the Lakers can finally win on my birthday. The Lakers haven't won a game on my birthday in 3 years. Last 3 times they played on my birthday, they lost. Right,
I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. No.
Thank you for Cooper Flag.
Capture the flag. That's all I'm gonna say. What did we do? We went 2-1.
No, 1-2. You lost to the Nets. You lost to the
Yep. We just fucking suck right now. Honestly, it's the same shit like I've been saying the whole season. We fucking suck on the road. We lost at home to the Hornets without LaMelo Ball, with their bottom 7 rotation players playing against us.
You want to know what your problem was?
We suck.
How the fuck is TJ McConnell your leading scorer?
Yeah.
Where's fucking Tyrese Halliburton? He's vanished. He's not even going to be on an all-star team this year.
Nope, he's not, and it's very unfortunate.
Austin Reeves is going to finish with more votes.
Fucking tank at this point. I'd rather have a good draft pick than fucking be 10th in the East.
Austin Reeves is going to finish with more all-star votes than Tyrese Halliburton.
Probably. I'm not even denying it. We're playing like dog shit right now. There's nothing good about us playing right now.
Miles Turner, future Laker.
I don't know.
We'll trade LeBron.
I don't know anymore.
You guys can have LeBron. You guys can have LeBron and Bronny.
We'll take Miles Turner. I honestly don't know I don't know anymore. I don't honestly. I'm looking at these next couple games. I could see us losing all of them.
Just look until the end of the month because we'll be back.
I could legit see us losing all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. We suck on the road. Maybe one game we won into the Pelicans game. But that's it.
Well.
Fucking tank.
That's both me and at least. Hey, Stewie, you want to know we're kind of interchanging here. Our college basketball teams are playing fucking elite, and our NBA teams are just completely just fucking collapsing right now.
Yep, 100%.
I mean,
very disappointed Pacers fan right here. So
I'm a disappointed Lakers fan based on how the year started and how we're just fucking playing like.
Capture the flag.
I mean, we can't.
I'll take Dylan Harper. I'll take Ace Bailey.
We can't fucking do that because guess what? We don't have our fucking first round pick. The fucking Pelicans have it. Yep, so if we trade LeBron, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Pelicans about to have two top 10 picks.
Maybe we could turn it around. Maybe if we trade LeBron and get Trae Young out of it. I don't fucking know. I don't know who we can get with LeBron at this point. Who's gonna take LeBron? Cleveland? Give us Donovan Mitchell? Shout out.
Nah, they don't. They won't.
Stevie, how many points did you finish last week? We can edit the score here.
Oh my god! I finished with a 5. So I have
Finished with
61
5?
points.
I gotta do how much I have. Hold on.
But you'll never be the dance with all your own.
6.5. Oh no! I almost did it. I almost did it, Stu. Look how close I was. No! I'm up by 7.5 heading into this week. I win. I get my first picks back. And I think we've just been alternating every single week.
Yep.
One of us wins. So now that college football is over, we will be doing NFL, but there's a shortened week for the NBA. So we're doing 4 NFL games and 2 NBA games this week. We will be continuing over our 3-week break, what our locks will be. So, yeah. So we will continue over a 3-week break, and then we will come back and update the score.
Yep.
Obviously, at that point, when we come back from our break, we will be moving to college basketball because that will be when conference play will have started by then, and we will be doing NBA. So football season will be officially over for the locks of the week when we get back. So, obviously, I won. I will start first here for locks of the week. All right. So for my first NFL, I have the Chiefs over the Browns. The Browns are just tanking at this point. Probably, I would assume to draft a quarterback. I don't know. The Ravens over the Giants. Giants also tanking, and the Giants just suck booty cheeks, mega ass. And then I have my upset. I have the Cowboys, who are somehow 1.5-point underdogs over the Panthers. Panthers are playing well, but I think the Cowboys really showed a lot of fight last night against the Bengals. Really, if what's his name fucking didn't blow the coverage, Melifonwu, if he didn't blow the coverage,
Obi Melifonwu.
Yeah, they probably would have won. Then speaking of the game last night, I have the Bengals beating the Titans, 5-point win there. And then for my first NBA, I have the Bucks over the Magic, who are currently playing right now. I will look. And right now the Bucks are on top of the Magic. So by 1 point, 60-59, just Franz Wagner and Palo out for them kind of sucks.
Yep.
And tomorrow I do have the Warriors upsetting the Rockets. The Warriors are 2.5-point underdogs based on that. So right now my max points would be 3-7. Right? Yeah, 7.
Yeah. All right. So my locks of the week, I got the Commanders, who are 7-point favorite over the Saints. Seahawks.
I was afraid to pick that one.
Huh?
I was afraid to pick that one.
Well, Seahawks, who are a 3-point underdog over the Packers. Falcons, who are favored by 5 over the Raiders. Bills, who are 2.5-point underdogs over the Lions. And for my NBA, I got the Celtics over the Wizards. That is on Sunday, December 15th.
I would assume that would be Celtics' favorite. So
yeah. And then I have the Suns over the Jazz on Friday.
So we will discuss. So when we do the NBA and there's not spreads on it, we will discuss who we think the favorites would be. And we'll probably come to an agreement.
Yeah.
Obviously. But we'll have to obviously see if there's odds out for it or not. But that will end our pre-holiday break episode. I don't think I'll do the podcast next week. It's just hard to do those by yourself.
Yeah.
We might record something. I don't know what Stewie's up to. We might record something just to post, maybe like a Christmas trivia game special if Stewie wants to. But we'll post it on Christmas. But yeah, so that will end season 2, episode 14. Stewie, how many exact numbers? What's our
54.
episode 54 of the podcast?
52.
Stewie does not know how to do math. Stewie had
Amateur hour.
amateur hour. We haven't got to say that in a while. We haven't been making mistakes. We've been on point. But yes, we will be back in 2025. A lot could change in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Iowa State could be looking for a new coach for all we know.
What'd you say?
Iowa State could be looking for a new head football coach for all we know.
No, I mean, hope not.
I mean, for all we know, we don't know what jobs could be opening up. I mean, we didn't really talk about it. I guess I want to get your opinion. If Ohio State gets beat in the first round, do we have an uncomfortable conversation about Ryan Day?
I said so.
Oh, Matt Campbell might be a name for that job. Who wants that Big Ten?
I hope not.
I don't know who else would be a name for that job.
I don't know.
Maybe Urban Meyer might come back to college.
Shit.
Well, I mean, nah, he has to stay away from college campuses. But then again, they're letting Bill Belichick near college campuses, so
Yeah.
with his 24-year-old girlfriend. But yeah, we will see you guys in 2025, and
Hopefully, y'all have a good Christmas.
yeah, have a good Christmas, New Year's.
Watch some football. Watch some basketball. Have a good New Year's, and
elite college
we'll see you
basketball.
next time.
Elite. I think it was a pretty good NBA schedule as well. And there's some NFL games. If you're not a basketball type, there is some NFL games on Christmas Day that just announced the commentary crews. JJ Watt's commentating for the Steelers. So you already know he's going to be glazing up his brother.
Yeah. Yep.
We got Greg Olson in his first game back commentating an NFL game after being fired by Fox for.
Yep.
I'll be honest, Tom Brady's so mediocre in the booth. I can't stand him.
Yep. But
yeah. We will
hopefully
see
y'all
you.
have a good holidays and stay safe.
Make sure you like and subscribe as well.